is going on today, guys? Gear Jammer here, and today we are back with episode 3 of American Truck Driver, which actually should be episode 5, but had a mishap happen. I lost episode 3. All of the raw footage got deleted off of my phone somehow. I couldn't get the finished product over to my phone to upload it, so I ended up having to scrap, which I hadn't even started editing yet, episode 4. So we're now on episode 3. Now, I know it's labeled as American Truck Driver episode 2, but that's because it's the second episode with the actual title. The first episode was actually my first truck vlog. I hadn't come up with a name yet, and I actually hadn't come up with a outro that I liked. But I actually did one yesterday that I really liked. So we now have a permanent outro for all videos. Now, on the game videos, it's actually going to be spoken. I'm not going to add it, sit there and do a ton of editing just to be able to get the video over. One thing that I'm hoping I get enough on my paycheck for, because I'm going to be paying my bill off of my tax returns, is I'm hoping to get a Kinect sensor for my Xbox One. This way, we have face cam coming. I have to talk to Lauren about that after I pay the bills when I get in tonight, because I'm actually going home early. I'm not staying until Monday. I'm actually going home. The load that I'm picking up down in Chesapeake delivers tomorrow night in Pennsylvania. So I'm going to pick up the load, I'm going to head straight to the house, and then I'll deliver it tomorrow. So, a 2-day run. And one of the things that really makes me mad about the loss of episode 3 was the fact it had footage with Relic. I mean, it wasn't just me driving. It had footage with Nick. When I was down in Pigeon Forge over the weekend, I lost 5 days of work because of my phone having a glitch moment. Which sucks. It royally does, because I'm going to have to wait till June to record footage like that again. At a minimum, or at the most. I may end up getting lucky and getting another load like I had where I can go down there and we can record the footage again. But, I still lost that footage. I don't like doing work twice. Do it right the first time, and you don't have to do it again. But anyways, currently we're actually not going all the way to Chesapeake in this video. Which you will get seaside footage today too. Forgot about that. No, I'm currently on my way down to Providence Forge, which is my first stop on this run, because I need to get gas or fuel. So, I gotta get that. So actually, when I bring you into the actual footage, we will be back on 64, past Providence Forge, after I've got full tanks, because I'm on quarter tank and you can't see my finger. I just realized that. I really need to get a laptop and GoPros. That way I can just set the GoPro there for, the forward facing. I could actually do, or not forward facing, the driver facing, and then up here at the very top of my windshield, right below the, whatchamacallit, the sun visor, there we go. Use English key. I can have the forward facing to get the scenery and not have an angled shot. So I'm going to cut this out, and if it's not my imagination, my camera mount is actually turning. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Alright guys, we're back. We're back on 64. We're heading, I'm not saying south, we're actually heading east. And you can't really make it out because of the draw distance on my camera right now. But, well, before this guy cut in front of me, there is a JB Hunt ahead of me. Now, they actually got a convoy of us between last night and today that are heading down to Chesapeake. We're all picking up deliveries. Mine specifically is going to Bethlehem. I don't know where anybody else's is going. Don't really care to know. I know it's pretty sad to say about my own company, my co-workers, but it's one of those things where they do their job, I do mine. They don't do their job, that means more money for me because I'm going to do their job as well. Because now knowing I can run hard in this truck, because I did 500 and some odd miles yesterday. Almost 6, to be honest. So I know I can run hard. It's just having the loads to do so. Now, running hard will get me more loads, but this week I'm not exactly worried about running hard because it's Wednesday. I'm due home on Friday. Yeah, I could probably make it up to Bethlehem tonight, deliver this load, grab another load down to Virginia tomorrow, and then deadhead home on Friday. That's not what I'm going to do. I'd rather get home tonight, spend the night in my own bed, and then have a well-rested night for tonight, go home, go back on the road tomorrow, run hard, get up to Bethlehem, grab another load, get down the road, possibly make it home again tomorrow night, deliver the load on Friday, and go back home. And I do apologize, there's not really a whole lot of scenery because this part of 64 is divided by trees. You crash, you run into a tree. It's inevitable. But once we get down closer to the Chesapeake area, Newport News, which will go right by there, I'm not going to record when I drive past the Newport News naval station. I am not. That is the last thing I need is the government knocking on my door again. You recorded our ships without our permission. I did my time with the government. I am done. And yet, sadly, I work for the government, technically. Because it used to be truckers were an outlaw breed, and now we're government run. But, there are good points, there are bad points. Like yesterday, I could have been down to frickin' Mount Crawford sooner had I not had to take the half-hour break. I would have been shut down sooner. My back probably wouldn't have hurt as much. Excuse me. And you're probably thinking, oh, well, I'm going to have to take time off again to get that shot again. It is not because of the shot wearing off. The problem I was having yesterday, and I'm starting to have it again today, but I have Tylenol for me to take when it starts getting bad, was the seat in this truck it's furthest tilt point when you're going back, it's actually straight up. So it doesn't lean back like I'm used to. I'm used to I have to have at least 4 degrees lean on the seat so that way my back doesn't hurt. And this is at 0 degrees lean. It goes straight up and down. Now if I turn forward, I'm leaning forward. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't, you know, if I ask to go back to the international, they're going to ask me why, and then when I say it's because of the seat, you know, it's going to cause a whole hubbubaloo about me, you know, not liking any of the trucks, and then I find them saying, well, give me a 15 like I had, give me my old truck back because it was perfect. That's sad. The difference in seats from one year to the next was that drastic. And I need to move over. But, you know, hey, you know, I'll make do with what I got. If I got to, I'll find something to actually kind of create that lean in the seat that won't cause other issues for me having it on the seat, like throwing out my hip or something along those lines. Don't fucking go around somebody, you douchebag. See, that's the shit that pisses me off too. That Jeep was behind me. I saw him in my mirror. And as soon as I hit my signal, he fucking floors it. I hate people like that. Oh, I gotta be in front of the fucking trucks. Fuck you. You wouldn't have that car if it wasn't for truck drivers. Because if it weren't for truck drivers, guess where all the cars would be? Still sitting at the factories. And that being a Jeep, it'd still be sitting in Ohio. They would have to drive all the way up or get something to get them all the way up there to get that Jeep and then drive it all the way back. And any brand new vehicle other than a semi-truck, you cannot do a 700-800 mile journey on the first day. You've got to let that motor wear in. The rings have to set. Everything has to sit, has to settle in that motor to where it's supposed to be so that you don't destroy it. Anyways, I digress. The next clip, or the next portion of the video will be, I would have to say, more seaside. It will be seaside. So I will bring you guys in when I get to there. I will talk to you guys later. Alright guys, we're coming up on the, I believe this is the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Don't quote me on that, I'm not exactly. No, it's the Monitor Merrimack. I didn't know that, I lived down here for 2 years. But the reason why I brought you in before the tunnel, stupid cat is because of what I'm going to do inside the tunnel. If this idiot would ever get up to speeds like 100. Yes, this is loud. actually louder with the windows down or up. But, yeah, it's not a long time. And on the exit is where the good stuff is. The seaside, and it's I just the light at the end of the tunnel. Sorry, I amused myself easily. But now we're coming out of the tunnel, climbing up out of the water. Bing, bada boom. There's the sea. I was half hoping to maybe see, well, you're not going to see it coming this way. Because where the ships actually go through this area, it's the tunnel. And this guy is starting to piss me off. Will not go up to 63. I do 62 across this bridge. I can't move left past him. I am so going to be glad to get off this bridge where I can ask somebody. And pardon my language, but this guy's grinding my gears major. I mean, you're getting passed by everybody under the sun. Go faster. Don't sit there and do 60 and force everybody else to stay that speed. Oh, thank God I'm seeing the land again. What really sucks is I never got to do a deployment with my ship out of this area because I was stationed right here in Norfolk. Then I blew out my knee and got sent overseas. And this idiot is pissing me off. Once I get off the bridge, I'm legal to be in the left-hand lane. I'm not doing that anymore. Really? Now you're gonna speed the fuck up? Starting to run him down, and I got 3 miles to get around him and get back into that right-hand lane. Oh, my windshield gets clean. I couldn't see. in that lane. It's one of those guys that just wants to do the speed limit and then speed up when a JB Hunt passes. I hate those people. I need that lane driver. Thank you. Finally. Customer, and I need actually to be in my phone when I get to the customer to pick up the load, so I'm going to cut here and bring you guys back in later. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it or not. I know I can. We're actually coming back across the monitor here, Mac, going the opposite way. It is moving. I can tell that. I can see the bow leaves. But that little speck up there in the center that is growing bigger and bigger and bigger is not a speck. That is actually, I believe, an oil tank. I just thought it'd be cool to bring, I'm on the sea, bring some sort of ship into the video. Like I said, he is moving. The pilot ship is out there. Not the pilot ship. The pilot boat is out there. Right by, because the pilot is actually navigating the ship through the bay. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that's an oil tanker. Because to my right is Norfolk Naval Station. He brought in oil, or either, well, not crude, but he brought in fuels for the ships. A lot of the carriers, yeah, they're nuclear. But our cruisers, destroyers, a lot of those run on diesel or JP5. So we've got to have, the Navy's got to ship in their oil. As a matter of fact, you can actually see it better now. Cool. And the reason why they need the pilot to actually, instead of the captain, to actually navigate the ship through here is because there are some places where these ships cannot travel. As a matter of fact, I do believe it's actually a regulation down here. They're not allowed to go on power over the tunnel. They have to be tugged or pushed through by a tug. But I'm not 100% sure. Like I said in the last section, I never got to do it with my ship. But that is a tug, and it is right up against the side of him. There's another tug stage right there. So I do believe that the tugs are actually going to steer through, because the bow thrusters cannot be, I know for a fact the bow thrusters can't be used. But I will talk to you guys later. If you like this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to jam that like button. Tell me in the comment section what you thought down below. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to also jam that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. This is the one and only Gear Jammer. I'm 1010 on the side. We gone. Bye-bye.